action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. Now we're about 2 weeks out from San Diego Comic-Con, so it's getting pretty close. And I've got a few new news items I wanted to share with you guys today. But before we get into the news, let me first just update you. Again, we've got the two contests going on, both Marvelous News and Toy News International, where you can be entered to win $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. It's two different contests on both sites. It's really easy to participate and enter, and I'll put links to both of the contests in the video description below. Okay, so for news, I've got a couple of things regarding San Diego Comic-Con, but most of what I've got today is non-Comic-Con related. But the first thing I wanted to share with you is the other day, in fact, it's been about a week or so since these first showed up, but Strom Collectibles released official images for their Gears of War or Gears 5 Kate Diaz figure, their 112 Diaz figure. So if you're into the Gears of War figures and or other Strom Collectible figures, this is one you might want to check out. So the figure is going to come with 3 different head sculpts. It's going to come with a standard head sculpt, one with goggles, and then an outsider head sculpt. You're going to get 5 pairs of hands. You're going to get the Mark III Lancer assault rifle. You're going to get the auto pistol, the Talon auto pistol, and her necklace, and the Gnasher as well. So that is up for pre-order now at places like Big Bad Toy Store. And again, if you're into Gears of War, you probably want to check that one out. And then this weekend, McFarlane Toys released official images for their first wave of 7-inch figures based on the My Hero Academia manga series. So we're getting figures like All Might, the big guy. I'm not really that familiar with this property, so definitely not going to attempt the names of these characters. But there are 4 figures in the first wave. Each figure is said to have around 22 points of articulation. They're going to come with bases and then various accessories for each of the characters. And those figures will be going up for pre-order pretty soon, so I would just check your favorite e-tailer that sells McFarlane Toys if you want to try and pick these up. Also, while we're on the subject of McFarlane Toys, I just want to let you guys know they will be having a presence at San Diego Comic-Con this year. They will be showing off product at the Diamond Previews booth. However, don't expect to really see anything in regards to DC Comics stuff. I checked specifically with them, and they said probably New York Comic Con is going to be the earliest that we will get our first look at what they're doing for DC Comics. You may recall back during Toy Fair, they announced that they were going to be doing basically a collector-oriented action figures for DC Comics, taking over from Mattel. But again, and I'd hoped back then they had said maybe we might see something at San Diego, and I was definitely hoping we would, but unfortunately it does not. It looks like New York Comic Con is going to be the first time we see anything. Now, that doesn't mean that, Todd McFarlane himself is going to be on hand at the convention, so he's going to be doing interviews and stuff. I wouldn't even be surprised if maybe they slipped out a look at some renderings or something of the figures they're doing, but definitely I'm sure Todd will be asked about it, and he might give us some more additional details above what they told us at New York Toy Fair. But for actual product reveals, for seeing stuff out on display and stuff, it looks like New York Comic Con is going to be our first opportunity for that. Now, while we're on the subject of DC Comics and San Diego Comic-Con, Lego this morning, they released images for another exclusive minifigure. So this is going to be offered on Saturday the 20th at their booth randomly. So I don't have pricing information or anything or exactly how they're going to do this, but they've done this type of thing before where they, kind of do a lottery system at their booth. It's not even if you attend and you're at their booth on Saturday, you're not guaranteed of getting one. It's while supplies last type deal. But if you want to try and get this, it's Zebra Batman. So Mattel's doing a 6-inch version for their Batman box set, and now Lego is doing a minifigure version of Batman from the Silver Age comics in this zebra type outfit. And again, you'll need to be at the Lego booth, in attendance at the convention and at the Lego booth sometime during Saturday. And when they release more details, like hopefully what times on Saturday and such like that, we'll be sure to update that on Toy News International. Beast Kingdom revealed that they're going to be offering 2 DC comic based figures at San Diego Comic-Con this year. It's for their 8-inch dynamic action heroes line. So we're going to be getting from the Dawn of Justice movie armored Batman, and then Aquaman in his comic book colors, with the orange shirt and everything. So both of those figures will be available at their booth during the convention. Hot Toys this past weekend revealed a couple more summer exclusives that they're going to be offering this year. So that should include San Diego Comic-Con. And the first one is DC comic based. It is a new updated Harvey Dent figure from the Dark Knight movie. So you're going to be getting a new head sculpt with this one. He's going to come with things like his pistol and his coin and a Harvey Dent pin and multiple pairs of hands and a figure display stand. So, if you're a fan of the Dark Knight movie and Harvey Dent, you probably will be interested in this one. Now, again, this is listed as a summer exclusive, so it will be available at other places besides just San Diego. And, I don't have any pricing information on this figure at this time, but we'll be sure to update that once it's available on Toy News International. Hot Toys also revealed a pretty cool summer exclusive for Marvel fans. It's a Stan Lee figure based on his appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So he's wearing the astronaut suit, and face sculpt looks really good. He's got removable sunglasses. He's got a removable helmet. You've got the little diorama seat that you saw him, in the movie. He was sitting on like a rock throne type deal. So that's going to be included with the figure. You're going to get multiple pairs of hands. And again, that figure is going to be a summer exclusive, so should be available at San Diego as well as other places. And again, I don't have any kind of pricing information at this time on the figure, but I definitely feel like that one's going to be in high demand. And besides, just even if you're not a 12-inch collector, hopefully seeing this, starting to see more official merchandise based on Stan Lee means that maybe the red tape that I kind of feel is what caused those original Marvel Legend figures that were going to be offered a year or so ago in like the Target exclusive 2-packs, and there were rumored other Stan Lee figures that were in the works. So hopefully maybe that means that Hasbro will now be able to release those figures if red tape has been cleared on producing more Stan Lee memorabilia. It's not a guarantee or anything, but I'm hoping to take this Hot Toys figure being done as a sign that we might see other products, including Marvel Legends. We finally got official images for the Mafex Avengers Infinity War Thor figures. So you may recall about over a month ago now, magazine scans had hit the social media showing off this figure, but we didn't get official images until just this past weekend. So the figure is going to be released in February 2020, and it's going to stand about 6.2 inches tall. You're going to get 3 different head sculpts with this one. You're going to get one with the eye patch, you're going to get one with the fake eye, and then you're going to get the whited out eyes with the lightning effect. So that's pretty cool. Of course, he's going to come with the Stormbreaker. He's got a soft goods cape, which looks pretty good. You also have the ability to either have him with the short sleeves or a sleeveless shirt, or with the long sleeves like you see towards the end of the movie when he has his cape and everything, and he comes to Wakanda, and he's going to have multiple pairs of hands and lightning effect pieces as well. So this is a pretty cool looking figure. I personally would rather see a Lebowski Thor. Hopefully somebody's going to do it. Hopefully maybe Hasbro will be showing that off at San Diego Comic-Con for Marvel Legends. As of yet, nobody seems to be touching Endgame Thor, but hopefully, again, we will be seeing that from somebody pretty soon. And just to update you guys, if you want to note on your calendars for San Diego Comic-Con, the Hasbro Marvel panel will be taking place on Friday this year. Normally, the Hasbro Marvel panel takes place on Saturday, but it's going to be on Friday this year at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. So mark your calendars, and that's probably, Hasbro tends to kind of slip stuff out throughout the convention, but usually the bulk of their reveals comes, during their panel and right afterwards. So I don't know if that means we won't see anything new on Saturday. They may hold one or two things back for Saturday or something, and like I said, we'll see probably a couple things on preview night, which is Wednesday, and then they might put some there'll definitely be some reveals on early Thursday. They're going to be doing a media event Thursday morning where they'll show off stuff, so definitely you want to mark your calendars for that as well. But again, the big reveals should probably come during their panel, which will be on Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's also going to be a Marvel Studios Hall H panel Saturday evening. I think it's 5:15. But so that I suspect there'll be some Phase 4 MCU news. I think a lot of it's going to just be kind of reminiscing, and they're going to have cast members from Endgame and stuff. So I think a big part of that panel is just going to be kind of looking back over the last 11 years and kind of having a powwow with the Avengers cast one last time. But I would suspect that we'll probably get some news maybe on the Black Widow movie or something along those lines on that Saturday as well. We got some updated images for 3 of the upcoming Marvel Legend fan channel exclusive figures. So specifically the Big Time Spider-Man figure, and with these new updated images we're getting a look at all the accessories and the packaging that comes with each figure. So for the Big Time Spider-Man, he's going to come with multiple pairs of hands, looks like 3 different pairs of hands, and then he's going to come with a web line effect. So not a whole lot there, nothing we haven't seen before. And then we're also getting new updated images for Cowboy Logan. So this figure is going to come with a sword with a red blade. We've seen this sword before, but they're giving him a red blade. I don't know if that's supposed to be blood or what have you. He's got 2 head sculpts. So he's got the one with the cowboy hat. And I've seen some of you ask, is the cowboy hat removable? I can't say 100%, but I'm going to lean towards no. If we're getting 2 different head sculpts, my guess is that hat is going to be attached to the head. I don't think it would stay on there very well if it wasn't. And the second head sculpt doesn't have the cowboy hat, and it's more of a screaming type face. His mouth is open and everything. He's got the fangs, so it's a much more angry looking head sculpt. We get 2 sets of hands with this one. We get the clawed hands, and then we get the unclawed hands, and then like I said, you also get the sword with the red blade. And then the final one is the Agent Anti-Venom, and this one seems to have just the exact same accessories that came with the original Walgreens exclusive regular Agent Venom. So you get the arms that attach to the back of the figure with the little peg and the hole in the back, and then you also get the 2 machine guns and the 2 pistols, and you can put those in those hands if you want to. And all 3 of those figures are currently up for pre-order now at places like Big Bad Toy Stores. So if you want to be assured of getting them, I don't think they'll be too difficult to get. But if you want to just be assured, then you might want to go on and pre-order them now. Also, I mentioned this in the last news video, but we didn't get a new reveal for any kind of fan channel exclusive or anything last week. And this week it should be the new Captain America, or the variant Captain America roleplay shield. I don't know what's variant about it. I don't know what they changed on it from the previous one they did. Maybe it's battle damage. That's my best guess, is it'll have scratch marks and stuff. I doubt they're going to do a broken shield, just because that would, with jagged edges like that on metal, that would probably be a safety hazard. So I'm thinking battle damage maybe, or maybe it's a comic book based one as opposed to a movie based one. I don't know, but it's essentially going to be some type of repaint version of the Captain America roleplay shield, and that should go up for pre-order this weekend, probably on Friday around noon Pacific, or noon Eastern time, I should say. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. Also, if you haven't been checking them out, I've been reviewing the new wave of Marvel Legends vintage X-Men figures. So far, I've reviewed the first 3 figures in the wave, the Storm figure, the Iceman figure, and the Dazzler figure. And then later this week, I'll be reviewing Cyclops, the Patch/Wolverine figure, and the Silver Samurai figure. So those reviews will be coming up sometime this week. Please check them out. And again, check out the others if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you're so inclined. Hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And of course, you can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I have links to all those in the video description as well. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.